Alright, today we are once again playing Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remastered. So this will be the third episode of the series and also the final. Today we are going to be trying to get a Hot Pursuit lobby so I can show you the third main aspect of online experiences. And again, we're going to be selecting quick match, but this time I'm going to cut to when we get into a Hot Pursuit lobby. Okay, we are in a Hot Pursuit lobby now. So, Hot Pursuit is a little different because as you can see, there's a course that the racers need to complete. But, like Most Wanted, there are also cops chasing them. Except this time the cops' goal is to bust all of the racers. So, since I got that explained, I'm gonna go ahead and cut to when the race is starting. Okay, now the event is starting, and this one, hold on, let me adjust the camera right quick. There we go. So, for this one, we are in Super Series, which last two videos were in Exotic Series, so you're gonna actually be able to see a different car this time. For Super Series, I like to choose the Mercedes SL65 AMG Black Series. And you can see there's also a lot of cars to choose for this category. You're never really out of options with this game. And so again, since we're on the racer side, we're going to go ahead and try to outrun the cops using the same power-ups that we had in Most Wanted. Because otherwise it would be kind of unfair. Or it could get boring, you know? Alright, now this car, the SL65, has a little bit of a different drifting mechanic than most cars in the series. Most of the cars in this series are Lamborghinis or Porsche cars, and they have a lot faster, tighter drifting, while this car has slower and wider drifting, but this car also has more power with its nitrous, kinda like the Dodge Viper did. Now, I'm going to have to jam, and since I focused on jamming, I kind of wasn't able to get into the area to dodge the roadblock. But I'm gonna try and speed past a lot of these cops, because the SL65, like the Dodge Viper, is also good at being able to go above its max speed. And I'm gonna tank that right quick. And hopefully you'll be able to see how well it can go above its max speed soon, but for now I'm gonna have to build up some nitrous and just make sure I dodge the cops, honestly. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I was lining up for the spectre. It's kind of hard to pay attention to both where you're going and what's going on behind you. Now, since there is a racer in front of me, that cop's gonna probably go ahead and ignore me for most of the rest of the race. But this cop is going to try and get me. So I'm gonna do my best to dodge them, but for the Super Series, I would say cops can probably catch up faster, especially since I crashed. But if I can I'll still try and outrun them. It looks like they crashed into their own roadblock. Or some of them did. This one's still on me. And he's probably going to EMP me, which I don't think I can survive another one of those. But honestly, if the round ends early, that's fine, because this wasn't the greatest round either. Hopefully I can show you guys a better round when I'm a cop. For now, we're just gonna do the best that we can, and, well, as you can see, it's not the greatest, but that crash actually worked out in my favor pretty well, because that allowed me to be able to dodge the cops for a little longer. But also, the thing about Super Series is that their cars are naturally slower than exotic cars, so yeah, this is a lot closer to top speed than it would be in the Dodge Viper. But the cops, since they go above their max speed, they're basically exotic cars. Like, this and the exotic series are probably the most similar series. Now, my guess is that... Okay. So I made it into the shortcut, which means that I managed to dodge him for a little bit, but it looks like he's gonna come out of this shortcut behind me, so if he goes for an EMP, I am cooked. Because I don't have anything to do with that. I wonder if that guy crashed. But he actually helped stop that guy, so that's great for me. What's not great is the fact that I crashed, but I'm not the greatest at this game. But there's only one cop here, so if that cop stays on the first guy and we manage to sneak past him, and this guy doesn't pull anything funny, we should be able to... Hold on. We should be able to get to the finish. Or if the cop tries and, like, pulls anything. I'm gonna try and beat this guy out here. Just... Yep. That's a good cop, though. And you can see the traffic was kind of lined up on one side, so it would have been pretty hard to dodge anyway. So, kudos to that cop. I did almost make it to the end, though. So, I would say that was a pretty good average round. A bunch of cops seem to have left the lobby, though, so maybe next time I'll be able to show you a better round, but next time we'll be on the cop side. Alright, the good news is a few more people joined the lobby, so we are back up to a full lobby. This time we are on the cop side, and we're currently still in Super Series, which is known as the Rapid Deployment Unit on the cop side. This time we're going to be going with the Super Leggera, which the AMG Black Series can be better in some cases because the Super Leggera is a lighter car and it takes more damage, but the Super Leggera is also a little quicker and it's easier to, like, dodge things like spike strips and EMPs with the Super Leggera, so I like to use it. But you can choose either car, or really any car in the series, whatever works best for you. goal is to slow down and stop the racers. That guy crashed into him and made it so that he won't be able to get him. Because if the car crashes but it goes out of bounds, then obviously the cops won't be able to get him. But so I'm gonna try and catch up to him, which I should be able to do because the Superleaguero's max speed is really fast. Or at least it's really fast for this series, I should say. Because the AMG has approximately how did I use that word? The AMG has about the same top speed. You might get an extra few miles an hour while going downhill, so in any big downhill sections, you might find it beneficial to try and catch up with a racer. Like there, where I could spike strip that guy because I caught back up to him around the turn. I'm gonna try and catch up to the front guys. I want to dodge this guy because he's going after a racer right now. I didn't really see that one, so while we can't see where the racers are going, we know the track that we're supposed to take, so it's not gonna be too hard. We just have to catch back up to them. Oh, that was a racer. Okay. Well, we're gonna try and catch up to the front most guys. Won't be able to go into the shortcut. The Superleaguero is also not as good at micro drifting, so you have to watch out for that too. I was trying to figure out a way to dodge that. I crashed one of the cop guys, but we'll still be able to catch up. We've got a good 4 miles to do it. We might not be able to get the first place guy, but I want to at least get this guy. Or at least he will. I may not. Oh, he's behind me. I'll come back for him if the other guys haven't got him by then, but yeah, I gotta help this guy get the racer because it's not looking good for me. So yeah, if I crash again, then it's all over pretty much, which I'm probably gonna crash pretty soon. So this round I did get like a couple good moves in, but other than that, I think I'm gonna go for another round of racer and cop, and then I'll sign off and we'll move on to covering we'll move on to covering another game. It looks like it's gonna be kind of hard to catch that racer. If I can dodge this, then no, we're not gonna catch up to him. Unless I don't know if he finished. I don't see that he finished or anything. Okay, the guy at the end left the game. So if we catch this guy who's currently on his way, then we can actually win the match. And we did it. So yeah, we did win the match. you didn't get to see as much action from my point of view, but I think you still got a pretty good amount of it. So we'll cut to the next match where I'm a racer and see if we can get a good racer match going again. Alright, and we are in the car selection menu now, so we're going to go ahead and select the AMG Black Series, and then put on our ramp, and we're gonna wait for it to start. Now, since our video's already like pretty well past the 15-minute mark, we're gonna most likely go ahead and cut it after this race, unless I like get out really quickly or finish really quickly. So just kind of expect this one to be the last one. Hopefully it is a good race so you can get some more content, but really these videos are more informational than like actual entertainment videos. Just think of it as like an ad for the game. Alright, we're gonna start in the oncoming and stay in the oncoming so we can build as much nitrous as possible. Night traffic can be pretty difficult to deal with, so you gotta be careful with that. That guy's probably gonna aim for a spike strip. Figures. Crashing into that guy's gonna slow me down. And that guy. Alright, I'm gonna try and speed around this curve so I can get out of the way of the cops, kinda. And I'm gonna try and crash less. The lag actually spiked a little bit there, so I was able to get some better movements because the game actually slowed down, which is pretty interesting. I never thought of lag as helpful, but I suppose in a situation like that, which comes pretty rarely, it would actually be helpful. Now we're gonna go ahead and try to stay ahead of everybody else at about 190 miles an hour, or at least like speeds above 180 if we can. Because with this speed, all we should really have to worry about is the helicopter and maybe like one cop. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and use a turbo somewhere around here before we like, yeah. And make sure we take the shortcuts, because that could be the difference between a cop losing us and catching us. And I think we can make it the... Oh, man. Sorry about this. We're gonna go ahead and cut to another lobby and another racer. Actually, no. We're gonna end here. So, I'm gonna go back to the menu. I was gonna win that one probably, because it didn't look like any cops were coming up on me and I was staying ahead pretty well. That is kind of unfortunate that it did end early, but it is what it is. I'm gonna post this video anyways, because it's, as you can see from the screen, it's 9 at night. I have stuff to do tomorrow. I need to get to bed. I have more content creation on other websites that I need to be working on. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys, whoever's been watching, enjoyed this series. This is pretty much purely informational, so if you saw this and you found the content that was in these videos interesting, or you like the content, I recommend going and playing this game for yourself. It's pretty fun, and you just like play with your friends. If you're on PC or something, you can actually have a mic and you can hear other people talking. You can't do that on places like the Switch, but you can still have fun even without being able to talk in the lobby. So the next video is going to be from a different game, and that one might be a little longer, might be a little shorter, but if you didn't just enjoy the type of content, but you also enjoyed the video as a whole, I would appreciate it if you just left a like or maybe a comment letting me know what I should do for the next video, or if you want to see more content like this, maybe in a longer form. And that's going to be it. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and just remember that Jesus loves you.